Hey, I'm Blake,
And I'm Dave.
and we're back for another weekly movie stream. Son of a bitch, man. I've recovered from my Neko nightmare last week. I went to the hospital, got some new organs put in. I'm doing okay, though. Doing okay.
Yeah, well, until you just randomly pick them up again and forget that they suck and start eating them again. Yeah, I knew it. I fucking knew it. This
I'm
is
not
what we
saying I
have
have a
thing.
self-destructive streak, but I kind of do.
What?
Kind of do. Kind of do. So,
Yeah.
hey everybody. Who else here? We got Max in the chat. Anybody else here?
No,
Say
just
hey.
Max.
That's
Max is the only
fine.
person that matters.
I love you, baby. Uh, so Dave, man, how's your week been? What are you up to?
My week, sorry, taking a picture to put on my Instagram. My week has been hella interesting
Yeah, tell me.
because we found out more shit about that serial killer uncle that I had.
Give me an update. Give me an update about your serial killer
Uh,
uncle.
well, alleged by me, but literally nobody else.
Well, he's dead. He's not going to sue us. Probably.
Well,
I'm not a lawyer.
so my dad and brother are down in Texas right now where he lived.
Yeah.
And uh they found some shit.
Oh no. What?
They found some shit. They found pieces of bones. They found his ID. They found
Wait, pieces of whose bones?
well, initially I thought it was his bones, but apparently they were just animal bones.
Oh, definitely not much worse.
Um, but they did find a giant bloodstain on his mattress.
Cool.
Yeah.
Fuck. Off to a good start. This is awful. So, any other bodies, graves, shallow or otherwise?
That I know of, no. But I'm still convinced because I got got a picture of him.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
You have this picture?
I do have this picture.
Can
I
we see
kind of
it?
wanna yeah, I kind of want to show you guys.
Maybe he was on his
Let
period,
me
though. Did you think about that, Dave?
It
anyway.
could have been a
So
heavy flow day, okay?
um
And he's dead.
so I'm gonna let me edit out his information real fast and then I
Yeah, do
will Blake, I'm gonna send it to you
Oh, no.
and,
Okay.
and then you can put it up on the stream if
You're
you
gonna have
want
to
to
send it
see.
to Jordan.
Oh, send it to Jordan. Okay.
I'm
'Cause
not modding the stream. It's gonna be a good one.
because listen,
I'm drinking booze, by the way, Max, out of my Big Lebowski coffee mug.
this is
Not a
a
White Russian, but
okay.
I feel good about this, Dave. This is definitely not giving me the creeps at all.
What? What the fuck?
The picture you're about to send us of your serial killer family from Texas? Are
Yeah.
we writing a movie right now? Maybe. I'll write this movie. This is
Listen.
great.
I can neither confirm nor deny. Um,
If you're watching this stream, you're all a part of this movie. Oh, by the way, Max, it should be out of an actual 50 cent, the rapper Goodwill mug. That's the only way to drink properly. Just saying.
oh, the mug.
Yeah.
Okay. Um. All right, Jordan. I'm gonna text it to you. I'm gonna text it in our group chat.
All right. Max, I also, if you find a Busta Rhymes mug out there, a coffee mug, get it for me. Especially if it says like um trick or treat motherfucker or something like that. You know, my favorite Busta Rhymes quote of all time.
All right, Jordan. It's sent.
No. All right.
Okay, so as soon as this pops up, I guarantee you're gonna shit yourself because I was like, there's no way he wasn't. There's no way he wasn't. I'm sorry. I know you can't judge a book by its cover, but I'm totally judging this book by its cover.
It's fine. Maybe we can. Well, never mind. I was gonna make a joke about, cracking the spine of the book to read, and there's a lot of mixed metaphors in there that
That was
just lead back to serial killer. So
yeah.
whatever. Who the fuck am I to judge? Although I don't have any bones in my apartment that I'm
Yeah.
aware.
Well, you're a bag of bones, so
Maybe a little. Maybe a little bit, but until Jordan gets that up there, if you want to know about my week, it's been a
Yes.
great one,
Let's
Dave.
you've had a great week in comparison to my weird news serial killer uncle week.
It's true. That's weird. I've had a good week. So Wendy, my mom, and Chat MVP, was out here in Los Angeles hanging with me. She's on the stream last week. We did a bunch of fun stuff. My legs hurt, my liver hurts, everything hurts, but I had a really, really good time, and she had a great time being on the stream talking shit to us about Stallone movies. So it's been
Yeah,
good.
that was fun.
Yeah, it was a blast, man. So also watched some movies. I ended up watching Copland, that Stallone movie we're talking about. I think Josh Pizza
Yeah,
mentioned it was good, and I watched it. And it is really good.
interesting.
It was really good. I watched some other movies for fun. Did you ever see Promising Young Woman?
I've never even heard of that.
What? So it came out, I think 2020. It was a pandemic release, but Emerald Fennell, the writer director, won an Oscar for the screenplay for it. It is so good. See this movie
Hmm.
if you haven't. Promising Young Woman. It's so good. It's a wonderful piece of cinema. So I highly recommend it. Dave, you would really like it.
I honestly I've never even heard of it. So I mean,
It's not surprising, but yeah,
yeah, I was gonna say I haven't heard of a lot of shit. And also the fact that you watched movies for fun
I
blows
love
my
movies.
mind. I
I
mean,
love movies.
I know. I just, haven't been able to because of the time I don't have.
That's fair. Let's see. I have a little running. So I watch so many movies. I have to have a list on my phone, otherwise I will fucking forget what I watch. I watched. Oh yeah, you know what else I watched? Thank you,
What's that?
phone. Um, we talked about this at one point. There's this movie that came out in 1979 called Roller Boogie, with starring Linda Blair of The Exorcist
Oh
fame.
yeah, we talked about
Little
this.
girl.
Yeah.
So I found this movie online, and it's so fucking bad. It's hilarious, Dave. It was shot right here in Venice, and there's a lot of like very similar stuff
Hmm.
that's still there today, 40 whatever years later,
Right.
and it's so bad and weird, and it was definitely trying to capitalize on like disco. Oh my fucking god! There's your uncle, and he's a serial killer,
I told you. I told you.
bruh. Glad Jordan's having to bounce around like a Windows screensaver. Ah,
How
ah,
scary is that man?
I don't like it, Dave. Is that gonna be you in like 40 years? How old are we?
I don't know.
30 years. That'll be you. I hope not. If that's you in 30 years, I'm gonna be dead under your floorboards. Just saying.
Probably.
That's fine.
That's a pretty high likelihood there. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's fair. So Roller Boogie was great. If you like bad, funny, good movies, watch Roller Boogie. You can find it online for free. I also watched a movie. Do you remember we talked about this on stream briefly? But a movie called The Glass House. I think it was 2001 or 2002 with Lily Sobieski, Stellan Skarsgård, Diane Lane. It's great. It's like well, I wouldn't say great, but it's a fun movie. I would say yeah, 2001, 2002. It was fun. Anyway, I watched that too. So that's been my week. Oh, dude. Oh, so Jordan might have a connection. We might have discovered your uncle's real identity, the grinder killer. I mean, it makes sense. Same height as your uncle. I don't see any other things that
I
uh
mean, that's the only thing you can
he
really, you know what I mean? Like that's the
they
only thing that serial killers are
confirmed.
identified by.
No, for sure. Their height. Confirmed.
Yeah.
But short of that, yeah, it's been a good week. Again, lots of walking, but also, Dave, lots of movie news going on.
Hit me with it.
All right, we got a few things here. Numero uno. Hey,
What's
pizza.
up, he
What's up,
does?
buddy? Welcome. Dave's uncle's a serial killer, and we're moving into movie news. So the Indiana Jones 5 trailer was
Oh,
played at D23. Apparently, this movie is directed by James Mangold. Um, which is exciting because I love his work. He did um Logan. He's done a bunch of stuff. Josh, glad you're here. I watched Copland on your recommendation, and it's a great movie. And James Mangold did an amazing job. I think that was his second feature as a director. Anyway, he's directing Indiana Jones 5, which I don't know if anybody asked for, but we're getting it. Harrison Ford was like, I guess gave a speech, was very emotional. He's like, "This is gonna be my last time as Indy," and I'm like, "Of course, because you're 98 years old, dude. Of
Yeah.
course you are. I would too. I would have stopped 30 fucking years ago. But do your thing. Do your thing." So I am excited to see it because I
I,
hate myself.
well, also, Indiana Bag of Bones. I will say though that like this feels like I I don't understand why he's so uh like happy and whatever or sad to play this for the last time when he literally can't stand that he played Han Solo so many times.
But he also can't stand in general, Dave. It's hard. He's old. Terrible. Terrible. I
Wow.
love Harrison Ford. I just want to be clear. I love Harrison Ford. But yeah, I think he's jaded from certain roles, but then also is like, oh wait, I still want to make money.
Right.
And that's fair. I guess you gotta pay the mortgage on your, $15 million mansion, but also crash a plane in Los Angeles whenever you feel like it. You gotta have money for these things, Dave. Yeah, I think you're right. Weed is the only thing keeping Harrison Ford alive. Might be the only thing keeping me alive at this point as well. Um, but yeah, he crashed up the street. Do you remember that story, Dave?
Vaguely?
He crashed on Penmar Golf Course. Do you remember when when you were out here, I think last time, went to that restaurant, the Cloverfield by the airport?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He directly west of that, like if you take off out of the airport, you go over Penmar golf course, sank like a stone. Um,
Damn.
so rip. But yeah, he's still doing the thing, man. And whatever. If he wants to do it, sure. They're not holding him at gunpoint. I think Steven Spielberg is back to direct, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna see it. I'm not gonna want to see it, but I'm gonna see it. Are you gonna see this thing?
No, absolutely not. I'm not gonna see it. I'm
Word.
not gonna see Indy 5. I didn't even like I don't think I've ever seen any of the indies all the way through. So
Why?
like
Why?
I don't know. I just never got into them. And
Yeah.
just to address pizzas again, my dad is in Texas. So
Oh yeah. I don't know if you missed that part. Yeah.
I
Clem
told
is
him
in,
in the comments in one of
oh
our
yeah.
posts. Yeah.
Yeah. Clem's in Texas hunting his serial killer brother. Um, the trail of the dead. All the basic stuff.
Yeah,
Clem's
that's how it goes.
handling business. Um, yeah, I'm gonna see it. I'm not probably gonna see it in the theaters. I didn't see 4 in theaters, and I'm glad I didn't. I didn't want to give my money to that shit. Terrible.
Yeah.
So
I
hopefully
mean,
this time is better.
yeah, I'm sure my dad at 68 years old decided to abandon his 33-year-old son. It's a good theory, pizzas.
You went out for a pack of cigarettes and never came back.
um, yeah, the chat's pretty pissed that I haven't seen any of the indies all the way through. I mean, I
I
know
mean,
what references. I mean, I know I basically know them, but to my recollection, I can't really remember anything other than like the famous parts. So I
I'm gonna
could have
tell
seen them,
you,
but I don't know.
Last Crusade is my favorite, but I don't care about 4. I don't, and whatever with Temple of Doom, whatever. But Raiders, you have to see, and Last Crusade, you got to see. But you know what? I am gonna make you see, Dave.
What's that?
Mostly because fuck you is Halloween Ends.
No,
I'm gonna make you see
no,
it because we're gonna
I
talk about this
won't.
on the stream.
No, I won't.
Nope, too tough shit. I'm calling it. We're gonna talk about Halloween Ends on this fucking stream, and I'm gonna make you do it. I'm gonna make you see this. I don't want to see it, but I want to talk about it. I want to see how they fuck this thing up truly and completely. And again, it's a group effort. We're going down together, Dave.
uh,
I really want to see this thing, not because I want to see it, but uh, I'm just warning you right now.
well, that's fine. you know, I will retaliate.
I know. I know. I've just resigned myself to
I
this.
just hope you're ready to see Fast and Furious 10.
Brie Larson's gonna be in that too. They keep recruiting more fucking people.
Brie Larson, Alan Richardson is going to be in it too.
Dave, I'm sorry. Jordan's crushing it today. Yeah. Well, because I think by at this point too, in the Fast and Furious lore, they have to just remain in space, and now they have to get more characters to build the space station from scratch, from their duct tape suits and rocket furos.
Okay, so not to derail this before it even gets on the tracks.
Whatever.
How because they escalate, right? They started out with driving under semi trucks.
Sure.
And then eventually it's like all of a sudden they're flying cars under, under tanks. And then all of a sudden they're running from submarines. And then they're shooting cars out of buildings. And they're escalating, right? Where
Right.
do you go from space?
No, I'm just saying they have to build the space station, and then they have to, fight the Intergalactic Federation, and then it just blends itself into Star Wars lore and becomes a part of that franchise. So you have a mega franchise, and Disney will be way too big to fail at that point. I'm
Well,
calling
I
it
mean,
now. That's my
honestly,
prediction,
that's not a horrible prediction because listen, Star Wars is kind of about family.
bro. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Kill me. Kill me. Okay, that is something actually I should call your uncle to kill me. And
He's dead.
hey shit. But God, dude, why? Why are we doing this?
I don't know.
Why is this gonna
But
happen? But it's gonna be terrible. How it's a good question, pizzas.
how is that a good question?
I think it's a good question
You
because
because Star Wars is a fantasy sci-fi space series,
Mhm,
and Indy is literally none of those things.
I disagree.
There's
I
no
think it's
there's no
fantasy.
space.
I
There's
think so.
the only fantastical really thing about it is that an archaeologist is also an action hero. That's the only fantastical thing because archaeologists are like they're like nerdy dudes who have to be you out in sun like caked on layers of
Just pure zinc oxide. Yeah, just walking around. I made it outside. Yeah. I listen. I think the tone of them, especially the early ones, are very similar. And he does play the same character in both. I absolutely agree with that, Max. He does. They're both inspired by yes, thank you,
yeah, but
pizzas. It seals it
I
for me.
didn't watch Star Wars for Harrison Ford.
I did.
He just happened to be in a few of them. And
False.
also inspired by movies that were made in the okay, fine. They're inspired by all those movies. Cool. I didn't watch them.
I did, Dave. I was alive in the 40s. And I love those things. So I just see the new take on them. But listen, uh, I would agree. I don't know. Temple of Doom is fine, but whatever. I'm gonna go see Indiana Jones 5. Probably not in a theater, but regardless, you should definitely see the original Indiana Jones movies, Dave. Dave is gonna be out here, everybody. I don't
Yes,
know if
I
you know
am.
this. Dave is gonna be here Sunday,
Mhm.
with your boy. We're recording some podcast episodes. We are doing a stream. We're gonna stream together in the same location. It's gonna be
Yeah.
be very cool, probably. We'll see. That might be a lie, but it's gonna be fun. We have a couple podcast episodes to release, or to record rather, and
Yes.
we're releasing episode 1 of season 2 on Monday. So, I'm excited for that. It's gonna be great.
It's
More
gonna be so
podcast.
much fun. Oh, I'm so ready to for season 2 to drop.
It's gonna be great. I'm really stoked on season 2.
Well,
So,
I'm simultaneously ready for it to drop and also freaking out that it's only like 4 days away.
yeah, I mean that's fair. That's a fair concern considering we haven't started doing anything for it yet.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of work to do in one whole day on Sunday. It's gonna be a crazy day.
I mean, great.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back. Do you have any movie news, Dave? Because I have some others if you don't.
Nothing major. Apparently, Olivia Wilde is trying to brush the whole video of begging Shia to come back under the rug or some shit. And
I don't care about any of this anymore. I do want to see that movie. I do. I am going to see it. We'll talk about that on a stream for sure.
yeah, I'm down. Maybe well, when does it come out? Does it come out when I'm there?
Ooh, it might
I think it
actually.
does. I think it comes out on the 23rd.
No fucking way. Okay, hold on. Hold please.
And I leave on the 24th. So we could go see it my last night there.
It comes out the 20. Oh, you can see the 22nd, Thursday, the 22nd.
Let's fucking do
All right,
it.
cool. We will do that. We'll talk about that movie. We'll see how it works. Um, yeah, dude, pieces. You're right. Shia is a little loose in the brain region. Um, oh, I am interested. Kobe one. I am interested in Barbarian a little bit, like, like this much.
I know Chloe Wan has seen it, and she had mixed things to say about it.
Okay, I am interesting.
You are interesting, yes.
I am interested. Sorry, I was reading and I can't. I am interesting, everybody.
Uh,
Uh, okay, I do. You know what? Okay, I do want to see it because I'm fine with polarizing films. Dave, we should see that, and then we can talk about it next Wednesday
okay.
if you want.
Yeah, we can go see it Monday or Tuesday, whatever.
Okay, cool. I'm going into it. Yeah, I'm going into it as blind as possible. That's how I like to go see movies. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go. Yeah, let's do that, dude. That sounds like a good time.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Do we just want to talk about just the one? Because we could always do two. Let's
We
have
can
this conversation when we're not on stream.
That's a good point. Anyway, we're gonna do that for at least one. And yes, we should live stream from the theater because that's definitely not illegal, and everybody's gonna love us there. Uh,
Totally.
so I do have some other news. We'll get through a couple of these. I got a couple things. We'll get through them. This is interesting. David Harbour of Stranger Things fame is set to star in Gran Turismo, the movie based on the video game, with Neil Blomkamp directing. Neil Blomkamp did District 9, if you recall. He did Elysium with
Mhm.
Matt Damon. Um, and it's interesting because I was like, oh, is this going to be like a weird like Need for Speed thing that doesn't work?
Mhm.
Because David Harbour deserves good movies to be in.
Yes, he's fantastic.
He really fucking does. And so for me, I was like, oh, David Harbour, is this the right choice? But apparently, it's not only just based on the video game, it's based on a true story. And the project is described as the quote unquote ultimate wish fulfillment tale of teenage Gran Turismo player whose gaming skills won him a series of Nissan competitions to become an actual professional race car driver. So you heard it here, folks. If you're good at GTA, you too can go out in the real world and blow stop signs, beat up random strangers, and steal things from them.
Yeah,
Just like the
sure.
video.
Yeah.
So that's Max. That is what interests me too. Neil Blomkamp. I think his work is great. He's done some not good shit for sure. Check out his. Actually, don't check this out, but look into his like pandemic movie he made. It's not good, but I'm interested to see what he does with this. And I think David Harbour is a really great actor, and he
Yes.
got the shaft with the new Hellboy movie. It's bad.
Is it bad? I never saw it.
It's bad.
Oh, that's sad.
I know. I feel bad for him too because he's a great. Oh, hey, Mod, welcome back. He's a great actor. Anyway, so we'll see how that turns out. I think it's going to be an interesting little twist here with how it's based on a true story. I think that's a interesting direction as opposed to just doing a fucking one-to-one video game adaptation, which they never work. Yeah, no, it's true, Max. His YouTube shorts have been pretty good. He did some other feature, I think, during it's whatever. Look into it. Have your own opinion about it for sure. But yeah. So my final bit here of movie news: Damien Chazelle director of La La Land and Whiplash and First Man. The trailer came out for his dramedy called Babylon. And the trailer looks pretty wild. It stars this movie stars Margot Robbie, Brad Pitt, Gene Smart, Tobey
Oh yeah.
Maguire, Samara Weaving, and like tons of people, dude. This is his first feature directing role since First Man, which was with Ryan Gosling, if you remember that. So
Yes.
I'm interested for this. It's set in Hollywood during the transition from silent films to talkies, focusing on this is a quote, by the way, focusing on a mixture of historical and fictional characters. So I'm interested. The trailer looks fun.
I will see anything Margot Robbie's in.
I know you will.
Any
Uh, I mean, the concept looks good. I will see anything Damien Chazelle directs. So that's where we.
Pizzas has it right. Margot Robbie. Yes, that's me. That's me. I hear Margot and I'm already like, I'm listening.
Huh?
But I have to listen for the R because I do have an acquaintance. It's a friend of my cousin's. Her name is Margot Bingham, who's also an actress. So I can't be too trigger happy on Margot
That's
Robbie.
fair. Yeah, you can't like any other Margos.
It's impossible. I'm allowed.
Just the one.
By
That's
law. Gavel.
so yes, I'm excited for that. But yeah, that's all the movie news that I kind of culled together. Um unless do you have anything else?
Not movie news related, but I've let a few of Pizza's comments slide, but this one I just can't. How dare you say that there's any actresses that look exactly like Margot Robbie? There's Margot Robbie, and then there's Walmart version, and then there's Kirkland brand, and then there's Costco, and then there's fucking Wish, but there is no other Margot Robbie. Gavel, gavel, gavel.
I would though I would agree with pieces. Samara Weaving looks like Margot Robbie.
She looks.
Who is in Babylon with her.
She looks like she's related to Margot Robbie, but she does not look exactly like Margot Robbie.
I guess I haven't studied Margot Robbie's face and features as distinctly
me neither.
intricately as you have.
I haven't either.
I bet.
Especially not in Wolf of Wall Street. What happened?
Anyway, that's fine. I'm looking forward to this. It's gonna be great. But yes, I see. I agree with you. Pizzas. There's lots of lookalikes. Maybe yes, of course. If you hop into the pore count on somebody's face, there's not an exact match. The DNA is gonna differ, but I agree. There's some lookalikes there.
It's like the that meme where it's like, Mom, can we have Margot Robbie? And it's like, no, we have Margot Robbie at home, and it's not like it like it sort of looks like it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like you look like Bradley Cooper. You're not exactly Bradley Cooper, but people mistake you for Bradley Cooper out in the wild.
They don't mistake me. They know I'm not because Bradley Cooper does not have all these tattoos.
Could be.
Mom, can we have tattooed Bradley Cooper?
Oh man. Okay, well that's all I got. So if you're ready, I'm ready to hop into Dune. We're talking about Dune.
Dune.
Dunes with an S. Multiple Dunes here. We're talking about 1984 Dune and 2021 Dune. We're doing the damn thing.
Yes.
It's a lot. It's a dense amount of shit. And we're not going to get into the nitty-gritty of the story because fucking read the book, watch the movies, do it yourself, but we'll talk about it.
Yeah. We got
a lot
to say.
If I had even if we stream for 3 hours, I couldn't even just talk you through the fucking story, I don't think. It's a lot. It's dense material. So Dave, if you like to give us the synopsis for Dune 2021, we're going to talk about that first before we watch the trailer here. Let's hear it from you, buddy.
Okay, I'm actually kind of excited.
In a world that is eerily similar to Star Wars, we follow the prodigal son as he learns to fight for the little guys who live in a sand world that has giant killer worms. He'll use his mind powers to fight against the evil Universal Leader's army, and I swear it's not Star Wars. It's a remake of part of a movie that's also not Star Wars.
Okay.
I
You
said it's
went
not
right.
Star Wars.
You went. It's not Star Wars. It's not It's better than Star Wars. Fuck you guys. It's better than Star Wars. The original story of Dune
Hmm.
inspired Star Wars.
I'm sure it did. I can totally see how it did. However,
And this is better. Anyway, do we have that trailer? Let's watch this.
okay.
I think this is long too. So if you're
yeah.
to comment, it will.
A beginning
Yeah, we're gonna.
is a very delicate time. Know then that it is the year 10,191. In this time, the most precious substance in the universe is the spice melange. The spice extends life. The spice exists on only one planet in the
I'm
entire
hearing two things.
universe.
Multiple things.
The planet is Arrakis.
Oh, I think I'm hearing them
Also
both at the same time.
I'm totally hearing both at the same time.
I was like, this trailer sucks, dude.
I'm like, what is happening right now?
Very confusing.
What did you see?
Here we go.
There's a crusade coming. Do you often dream things that happen just as you dreamed them?
Yes.
Dave, that's you.
Right,
test is
it
simple.
totally is.
Remove your hand from the box, and you die.
Well, it's
Painful
no box.
training.
Pain.
All of Star Wars.
Be Star Wars. Yeah, you're right.
You inherit too much power. You have proven you can rule yourself.
Prodigal son who
Now you
trains
must learn to rule others.
Star Wars.
Something
Star
none
Wars,
of your
yeah, it did.
ancestors learned.
My
Obi-Wan
father
type
rules the
character.
entire planet.
Fuck off.
He's getting a richer one.
He was in Star Wars.
Okay, fine. I'll give you that.
Listen, the fucking sand world with the killer giant
Arrakis is a
worms.
death trap.
I'm just saying.
I know.
We'll get into it, but
This is an extermination.
They're picking my family off one by one.
there's a lot of fucking acting.
Timothy Chalamet's complexion is not built for the desert.
An animal caught in a trap will gnaw off its own leg to escape.
You would know.
What will you do?
I know you.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at the marketing, by the way. for this. I
At the
didn't
what
see-
now?
but the marketing. Talking about the chat here.
Oh,
A legend will be born.
Pizza says I should have been in this movie.
All of civilization depends on it.
He should have.
The
I
future.
got a crush in
I
this movie.
see it.
You
I
know,
must not fear.
it's funny because I was thinking about this the other day about like acting again,
Yeah.
and how like
Fear
like
is the
damn near
mind
every
killer.
actor has some weird mental problems.
My Lord Duke.
I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
want that.
Where the fear
I
is
don't want to
gone,
develop them.
I would argue have this.
only I will remain.
I mean, yeah, I guess I already have them, but still, I don't want to exacerbate them. See, Star Wars sandworm.
It's a Beetlejuice sandworm. Okay, it is.
I mean, dirt worm.
Listen, I saw this movie in IMAX.
yeah,
I read the novel maybe in high school. I think it's dense. The story of Dune is dense as shit. There's far-reaching lore and all this stuff, and it was really, really great in IMAX. The sound is amazing, but there's so much to this movie,
Mhm.
and I, you know, I was interested, especially because of Denis Villeneuve is one of my favorite directors working today. So I was like, I want to see what his vision for this thing is. And listen, if you watch it on HBO Max, whatever. I'm glad you watched it. I think it's worth a watch. But if we're getting into it, Dave, what was your first impression here of Dune 2021?
Well, okay. So for very first impression, I was like, oh, because again, I didn't know that it came first. Technically, I was like, oh, it's a Star Wars like knockoff. And then the more I watched, it's like, no, obviously it's not a knockoff, but it's like I just couldn't help but thinking like this is Star Wars. This is literally a Star Wars movie. Like I've seen this Star Wars movie. And then obviously it's mainly just because of the sand planet and the fucking killer worms, but and the mind powers and the prodigal son and anyway,
I mean, this is like the quintessential like hero's journey thing. This isn't even like this film structure, the story structure. I don't think actually, it didn't originate with Dune, right? This is like the Joseph Campbell
Yeah.
hero's journey thing, right?
Pete says the only connection is that he gets is sand in space, but also the mind powers, okay? Because Luke has the Force.
Yeah, but I think these are all way fucking
It's like
different.
mind powers, and they are. But I'm just saying, like that's like my mom was like, okay, it's like the Force. He's using the Force right now.
Right.
So because of that, I'm not gonna lie, I got bored.
You're driving me to drink, Dave.
What else is new?
You got bored?
I got a little bored. Of course, I'm gonna let that go by. Pizzas? I didn't even see it. Our moderator took a dig at me. That's fine. I got thick skin on camera. I'm gonna cry as soon as we get off camera. But
Go on.
I got bored, but having watched 1984 Dune, I'm like, nah, I gotta go back and watch 2021 again. Because I'm like, because the whole time I'm watching 1984, I was like, this could be such a good story.
Yeah, I agree.
So
we're gonna go to 1984 for sure. But listen, dude, like this Dune. So my first impression of it when I saw it, I didn't remember shit about the original story. I read the book probably a decade, 15 years before I'd seen this movie. I went into it as cold as possible. I'm like, how is this gonna work? How is this going to match up to my feelings about it? And I was fucking blown away by this movie. I loved it. I think it's better. Whatever. I don't know if this is a hot take or a cold take, but this is way better than Star Wars for me. Especially any of the newer Star Wars that I've seen. It takes itself very seriously, and this is a super dense, right? This is dense story world, and we've said that a bunch. But they handle all the exposition of it well, like all the us learning and being brought in this world. It's very visual. It's very immersive, and like it doesn't just stop the narrative to be like, hey, also these are things. Remember this. Write it down or something. I don't
know. But also, Pizza said that he got lost in a lot of the exposition, so he's kind of contradicting me there.
I mean, I didn't. Like, I absolutely didn't. I didn't feel like this was an exposition-heavy movie.
No, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't either. I didn't. That's not what like. I wouldn't say that I got bored, but
you did say bored, but
like, I mean, like, let me rephrase. I wouldn't say that I got bored by the exposition.
Mm-hmm.
I was just bored because I was like, I've seen this movie. I know what happens. Like, even though I haven't seen Dune, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, everything that happened, I was like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen. And like, Pizzas, I guess you're just not as smart as you thought you were, man. I don't know.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck!
There's my revenge.
Oh
geez. How do I drop this mic? Help me drop this mic.
Rip it off and toss it. So to keep this a little bit structured, we usually do. We talk about movies. We talk about our first impressions, our likes and our dislikes. I want to hear what you liked about this movie.
So, I like the visuals.
Pete says, "I think you're smart." You like the visuals, like specifically like.
No, like every visual that was in that movie was great. There was not one where I was like, actually, that's a lie. The shield thing was to my taste a little wonky, and the eyes were I felt like they could have been better for how good everything else was. The blue eyes, they felt like could have
Okay.
been better. But I did like everything else in terms of the visuals. Love Timothy Chalamet. Um,
Mhm.
love Josh Brolin. He was great. Jason
Yeah.
Momoa, fantastic. Oscar Isaac, fantastic. Like the
I
whole
mean,
cast.
the whole cast, like I think the acting is top notch from everyone. It's a stacked cast, as we've said, but
Mhm.
even like
The fuck was that? What just happened? Is
No
Armand
idea.
watching porn on her?
it's fine. Let the man have at it. Oh, it was a Twitch ad.
Oh,
So like Jason Momoa, I don't consider I don't be like Jason Momoa, what a great actor. I think he's a cool personality and he works and stuff. He acts the shit out of this.
he crushed in this.
He crushed this, and I think Jason Momoa can really shine. And I don't know, I think it comes down to direction, right? He really shines in this, and I think to my point about the Star Wars shit, this is handled very seriously. There's no wink and nod. Like there's that weird shit with the new Star Wars stuff that's making these goofy ass shitty Marvel jokes. That
Yeah.
what's in there. I hate that shit. And this was handled very seriously, and it makes you take the world seriously and feel invested. I think it's very immersive, but the acting crushed.
Yeah, fantastic. I mean, he was great. I mean, all of them. I think all of it was just all the acting was great.
Yeah.
I like the story. I like Star Wars, so I was not trying to knock the film. When I said that when I had this Star Wars
so off
comparison.
base. I think it's so off base. Star Wars is so fucking base level of this movie narratively.
I'm sure it is. I'm not saying it's not, but because Star Wars came out first,
But it didn't. But go on.
Star Wars movie came out before the Dune movie.
Yeah. That part is correct. Star
Yeah.
Wars is definitely easier to digest. Pizzas, you're right. There's so much to this, right? But for me, this movie, the set design is incredible, especially Arrakis, all the buildings and stuff. It reminds me a lot of Denis Villeneuve's Blade Runner 2049. Has a lot of a similar feel, and same with the costuming.
Yeah.
But it was in that same kind of realm. But yeah, I get that. And yes, I agree with you, Max. Disney does plague some of these things. It's this worked in this other franchise. We're gonna shoehorn it into fucking everything. And I'm glad that this is a Warner Brothers movie, right?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure.
Well, I think it paid off by just letting Villeneuve just be like, "Hey, you do it. Just do your thing." And they did the same with Matt Reeves, and I think that paid off with the Batman. But this is also one of those things where they're like, "Hey, this is a director with vision clearly,
Right.
and let's just let him do his thing."
Yeah, and I agree, and I think it worked out great. I'm just my first impressions of the movie is the ones I'm telling you, but thinking back, I'm like, yeah, I gotta watch it again because I know that if I watch it again, I'm gonna be in love with it probably.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it for the second time in preparation for the stream, and that kind of with the stuff we are talking about before. There's so much stuff to it, and I can't see that, or I can't say rather that in my first time watching this, I was like, wow, I understand everything. But
Right.
there's enough in there to feel immersed in the world and still really enjoy. And then the second time watching it, I was like, oh yeah, I do like it even more. It's
Yeah, I think I'm gonna end up doing that. I think I'm gonna end up liking it a lot more. Excuse me.
Yo, we gotta get other Dave 2 on this. Josh is Dave. Yeah, that'd be sick. If you get to watch this with Denis and fucking Roger Deakins,
Jesus.
that would be amazing, dude. Dave 2. Yeah, it's true, but I got to meet Denis Villeneuve once before I knew who the fuck he was.
I'm sorry. Every time you say his name, I just hear Evil Knievel.
What?
Say his name.
Oh, Denis Villeneuve.
Evil Knievel.
My God. he's French Canadian. He so the first time I worked a red carpet or anything was 2013.
Right.
I hate doing that, by the way. I haven't done it in a very long time, but it was for his movie Prisoners. If you remember the movie Prisoners, I love it. It's so good. You should see it. Anyway, I got to film the red carpet there, and I'm like, I have no idea who these people are except Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal and Maria Bello. But I was like, who's this guy? So I talked to him for a minute, and he's just like a super unassuming, nice dude. And I didn't realize he was the director until somebody told me later when I was reviewing the footage.
That's
great.
hilarious. Isn't it funny when you meet somebody that you don't realize is actually like successful?
Yeah, I had no idea.
Pizzas, I have a list, and it just keeps growing and growing.
It's
and
a
growing and growing.
list, right? Heavy quotes.
And growing.
So besides that though, what else did you like about this movie?
And growing.
Did you just use the voice on me?
Using
Yeah, we do need to
Mr.
build
Star
Dave.
Wars again.
No,
We need to build Dave a list on Discord of all the shit he's missing out on.
cool. I won't look at it. Go ahead. I won't look at it.
Whatever. It's just going to be a point proving list.
Yeah, sure. Listen, the only things on that list that I'll end up watching for the next however many years until until I don't have to have a day job are things that get bumped up because of the show. That's the
Fair.
only thing. Well, that and Rick and Morty. I'll tell you right now, I'm watching Rick and Morty as soon as we get off the stream because another episode just came out. So, no, I'm
Nice.
gonna watch the fuck out of that. Anyway, so back to Dune. Back to Star Dune Wars. So, I'm gonna keep doing it because I see I'm getting a reaction out of you.
I know. I just need to start agreeing with you.
Yeah.
And maybe you'll let this go one day.
So I'll just spiral it harder, honestly, because I know what you're doing.
God damn it.
Can't play a psychology game with me, Blake. So, I don't want to compare yet, but I kind of have to. I like the way that 21 Dune approached some of these characters, especially in design versus the 84 Dune. And not just design, but it's comparing, but I kind of have to. The overall performance of these characters in 21, they all felt more grounded, all felt more real, more relatable compared to 84. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah. Yes. 100%. 84 is kind of a space opera, and we'll get there. But yeah, no, everything feels grounded and feels, very real. I really love personally, we talked about a bunch of stuff. The VFX is convincing, but the sound design, like we talked about for the voice, a lot of those things, especially in like an IMAX theater, it's great. And no, 84 was just trying to tell the first book.
All by itself.
Yeah. So Dune 21 did the smart approach and said, hey, if I'm doing this, I'm doing it in 2 movies. There's 1 book and 2 movies. And I'm telling you, and also this movie is 15 minutes longer than the 84 version.
Really?
Yes. This version is 2 hours and 35 minutes, 21, and tells half the story, where Dune 1984 is 2 hours and 60 minutes and tells the entire book worth of story, which is a bad move.
Listen,
Again.
I'm kind of wigging out right now because I could have sworn. Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe I checked because I remember seeing when I was watching it. I must have paused it or something, but I could have sworn that that 21 Dune was 2 hours and 17 minutes, and 84 Dune was 2 hours and 16 minutes.
No.
I was like, oh hey, look at that! They even got the time almost correct.
No.
I was wrong.
No, but
Weird. It didn't feel like 2.5 hours.
exactly. That's exactly where I was going with this. It's a 2.5. It's a long fucking movie, but similar to like the Batman. I think it pulls you in. And I watched it the second time with somebody who is easy to fall asleep with movies, and they were awake for the whole thing, which is a feat unto itself. And it's like, yeah, Jordan, feel
What?
free to chime in here
What do you
at
guys
any
want?
point. How do you feel about Dune? Mostly the
Sand.
worms.
Movies. I don't know. I didn't watch it.
You should though. It is really good.
No,
You should.
I worked 1,100 hours today, so I probably can't.
No, you can't take my line, bro. You can't take my line, bro.
I worked 4 hours then.
Although-
I worked 4.
I will say I got worms. Nice. I will say that currently with my new position, I'm only working 8 hours a day.
Hey, Hawk Rules, Wendy, what's up, dog?
She's sitting next to me,
Yeah,
by the way.
Oh, say what's up, girl?
She's embarrassed to say you're her son.
Is that what she said to you, Jordan? Or
Yeah, but her 2 sons. Yep.
Hey, oh, I can hear her.
Wendy!
Hey, back in the Eastern time zone.
Welcome back to the worst part of the country, Wendy.
It's true. But I do have to say a couple things of for Dune 21.
Yeah.
The score I think is really great.
It is.
But I would have loved to hear a Dune score from Villeneuve's frequent collaborator Johan Johansson. He passed away, unfortunately, very suddenly.
Wow.
A few years ago. He did the score for Mandy as well, that Nicolas Cage movie, which is fucking amazing. So I would have loved to hear his take on a Dune score, but Hans Zimmer's score is great, and I think it does the job. But also, I do love how this movie ends because I think it's satisfying enough, but leaves you really wanting more for part 2.
Oh yeah.
So I think with even without a part 2, yo, Icky, what's up, dog?
Iggy!
Just Dave's being the poopiest. I'm just letting you know right now.
Time to get the poopiest.
I'm calling it. Yeah, it definitely it makes you want more. And even though yes, thank you, Max. Mandy, go watch Mandy. Go watch Mandy this Halloween season. But I think the way this ends, it does leave you wanting more. And yes, it gives you nice little hints. And I picked up a bunch more stuff the second time watching through that I'm like, dude, I'm fucking itching to see part 2 so bad. It's currently in production. It's filming right now. So I'm ready. I'm already ready for it to come out. I'm hyped again.
Do we have a release year yet?
I think it's next year.
Okay.
It's probably going to be actually let me look because it's going to be tentative, right? Dune Part 2. It says 2023 at the moment. Oh, we're getting interesting. We're getting Austin Butler
Oh.
in Dune Part 2. Oh, and we're getting Florence Pugh. Great, man. This is wonderful. I'm excited.
Christopher Walken?
Oh, yes. Yes, we are. Yes. Sorry, I'm looking at it right now as well. Man, this is going to be great.
I'm
really
so
excited.
confused. First of all, Florence Pugh, great number 2 for me. So,
Oh.
so okay, but I'm confused because having watched the 84, which is, I mean, it's not the same thing by any means, but it's the same story that they're writing because it's based off the book, right?
Right, yeah.
So I'm just trying to, who the fuck are these people gonna play? You know what I mean?
So I'm gonna say these names.
Pizza's
I'm like,
fucking Pizza's fucking just nailed me to the wall, bro.
yeah. 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 Got him.
That's it for me. It's
To
been
be
fun. y'all.
fair, you're not like that hard to nail down, but I do appreciate I'm gonna allow that. I do appreciate the acknowledgement here.
Yeah. Well, anyway. So you were about to tell me who these characters are going to play?
So Austin Butler is playing these names, bro. I'm telling you. Fade Rotha Harkonnen.
Okay,
So they're Harkonnen is how they say it in 1984, but Harkonnen is how they say it in 2021.
okay, great.
And then Florence
Wait,
Pugh
so
playing.
is
what?
he the one?
He's playing. I think he's playing Sting's character from '84, Austin Butler.
I gotta look it up. This is gonna
There's a
kill me.
lot. There's a lot, and Florence Pugh's playing Princess Irulan Carino, butchered. Oh no, Icky! Don't watch Crystal Skull. don't have seen Crystal Skull. Definitely watch Last Crusade. It's my favorite indie film. Dave beats us. Oh.
Don't you put my words that are in my head in my mouth? How dare you?
Are you seeing this yet, Dave?
Am I seeing what?
What you're looking up? What Florence Pugh and Austin Butler are playing?
So Austin play
From the top.
yes. So Austin Butler is playing the same character as Sting.
I figured.
Who is Florence Pugh's character?
Princess Irulan Carino, says Blake, who definitely said that wrong. No strokes on stream. Yeah, we're trying to keep that, death part to a minimum here. Remaining within the bounds of our terms of service.
Oh, Princess Irulan. I can't tell because they're showing their current pictures, right? Not how they looked in the fucking movie, but
Sure.
I don't know who that is. And then who's Christopher Walken playing?
Christopher Walken is playing Emperor. Oh, the Emperor.
Oh,
that's a good choice. That's a great choice.
It's gonna be hard for me to take him seriously with that voice.
Well, hey, I can't do it. I can't do a Christopher Walken. It's like the universe.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, give me a line that he says, and I will try. Because try and think about it.
Okay, no, if you can do a walk-in, I can't do a walk-in. So
I can try. I don't know if they'll be any good.
Walk-in eyes the line, "Hey, I'm the Emperor, just trying to do some Emperor things."
Hey, I'm the Emperor, trying to do Emperor things.
It's perfect.
Horrible.
Ask Dave.
Horrible, but that's how how am I gonna take that seriously? I'm the Emperor doing Emperor things. Huh?
Dude, yeah, so I did like that. Josh, they talked about the Emperor, but they keep it mysterious because they immediately show the Emperor in 1984 and stuff. They show him, they show all these things. And I like that they kind of tease this out.
Wendy,
do it.
I got a fever. New walking. I will try that next. Okay.
Yes.
I got a fever. I'm so bad at this one. And the only medicine is more cowbell. I need more cowbell.
Woohoo. As Mickey.
Oh, okay. I gotta do my Mickey first. Mickey. A Mickey Mouse.
Oh no. Oh Jesus. Stop the madness.
Willing to show my ass for you guys on this fucking.
God bless you, Davey.
Of course.
God bless you, sir. So do you have any dislikes about Dune 1921? 2021. Do you have any qualms
2084
from last century?
Yeah, how they fucking made it in the future. That's
amazing.
incredible. Okay.
Yes, this can. I vote for yes. Regular
Me doing
walk-in
accents?
walk-in as or Mickey Mouse as.
Oh, Lord. I would love to do Mickey Mouse saying some of these lines. I can give a Mickey Mouse review, but he's off the clock.
I'm here
Oh
for
my
this.
God. So what was your question? I'll try and answer as Mickey.
What oh Jesus. What did you is there any dislikes for Dune 2021? Not 1921.
Well, I'll tell you what.
I regret this. I regret this immediately. Jesus Christ, Dave. This is your fault, Chloe. I just hope you know.
I think she's more than okay with it. I have to think about dislikes. Well, I really didn't like how
I hate this.
get it together, Dave. Okay. I think we lost the viewer because of it. Well, they're no fun, so
Dave's tanking the stream, dog.
I'm going down. I'm taking everybody with me.
Oh no.
I honestly can't think of because I don't want to judge anything harshly because I was doing the whole Star Wars thing the whole time. And it
Yeah.
was kind of
Move on.
there was multiple times because of it. I did the
Oh, the classic Dave. Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of times. Yeah.
Terrible.
But to be fair, I was doing like this.
It's kind of a picture-in-picture thing. I see. I get it. No, it's good. Levins, what's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? You missed my Mickey Mouse fucking segment.
You missed nothing, dude. You missed fucking nothing. You missed my misery.
Me like Jar Jar.
This is going off the rails, but also my favorite Star Wars prequel is Phantom Menace because the Attack of the Clones was boring and I didn't see Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, good. Great.
Anyway, dislikes, Dave. Get to it.
Oh, I was saying like I didn't really like have many just because like it's a good movie. I think it's a great movie. I just think my brain was just wired a certain way. I was like, this isn't fun. But then now that I've seen 84, I'm like, fuck. Yeah, I got to go back and watch it because I'm going to love it. I know I'm going to love it. I just know it.
Yeah, 100%.
So
for me, I don't have any like major like dislikes or like things that I like need to point out. And you know, whatever, I can be nitpicky. We can be nitpicky people here. But I love this movie. And I have nothing like major that like sticks out for me as like a dislike. So for me, this is a recommend. I absolutely recommend seeing this movie if you're into sci-fi. If you have 2.5 hours to spare, see it. You should definitely see it. It's on HBO Max. I'm not telling you to get it illegally, but also you can get it other places if you want it.
So Chloe went in there just with the most absolute chaotic energy.
Chaos maker.
And we're here for it. So yeah, it's a recommend for me. Absolutely. I mean, if you are a Star Wars fan and like not just like a casual fan, but if you've seen all the movies and you like keep wanting to see all the movies, you've seen all the stuff, you're gonna think of, I forget which one it is, to be honest. It's one of the original trilogy, where they're on the sand planet and they have to deal with the fucking giant sandworms. You're gonna think of it. But if you could push that out of your brain, it's a really great movie.
Yeah, like listen, if you like Star Wars and you want to see that franchise taken seriously again, watch this movie. It's great. It's great. It's a full-blown recommend for me. So that's great.
Yeah, it's a recommend for me just with that little like disclaimer. That's
Fair
it.
enough. I have no disclaimers. Watch the movie, idiots.
Well, well, okay, let's talk about the 84 version then. Do you have a synopsis for us, even though it's the same story?
I do, and it's a different synopsis than yours, but it's chaotic. This is a wild movie, so here we go. This is my synopsis for Dune 1984 that Pizzas needs to watch. It's on my list for you.
In this 2 hour and 60-minute adaptation of Frank Herbert's novel Dune, we'll try to keep our eyes open as we follow our weird and disgusting characters through wide angle shots of people just talking, bad CG effects, and finally, riding a sandworm like it's an old Texas rodeo.
It's chaos, Dave. This
Yeah.
movie's chaos.
Utter chaos. It's funny that this horrible movie, but like the horrible in the way that you have to watch it horrible,
Yeah.
made me go, oh, I did like Dune 21.
I'm gonna tell you what. So we're gonna watch this trailer real quick. It's also like a 3-minute one, so feel free to comment as you see
I'm
fit.
gonna comment.
This
That's
shit is
sure.
bonkers. All right, roll that clip, Jordan.
Oh boy, already.
Is right.
A beginning is a very delicate time. Know then that
sorry,
it is the year 10,191. In this time, the
10,000.
most precious substance in the universe is the spice melange. The spice extends.
Spice melange. Is that
The spice.
Wait, what's
exists
Beyonce's
on
sister's
only
name?
One planet in the entire universe. The planet is Arrakis, also known as Dune.
Terrible. Terrible.
You are about to enter a world.
Sorry, not sorry.
I think ILM did have something to do.
The unknown, an incredible secret.
I really hope they show the shield effect in this.
And the unbelievable
Yep.
meat.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Where kingdoms are built.
They even used the Star Wars noise.
I'm gonna give you some background info on this after.
Prophecy which will cleanse the universe and bring us
No, Dave has not seen the original Tron.
Where a young warrior is called upon to free his people. A world that holds creation's greatest treasure.
He who controls the spice controls the universe.
This trailer makes this movie seem epic.
It's not.
Well, sorry, it is epic.
A world where the mighty
That's really bad.
The deliberate and systematic destruction of all life on Arrakis.
the mad
I will kill him!
That Sting?
and the
Yeah.
magical
Okay, that's awesome. Though. That's what I thought it was gonna play.
will have their final battle.
Long live the fighters! Do not show the slightest pity or mercy. Emperor, we come for you.
I think they showed every
A
single
spectacular
exciting part.
journey
Yes.
through the wonders of space and the mysteries of time. From the boundaries of the
Look at that
incredible
fucking. Oh my god, they just turned him into Roblox.
borders of the impossible. Now,
I'll be
Frank Herbert's widely read, talked about,
Uh.
and cherished masterpiece comes to the screen.
That is the appropriate reaction.
Ooh.
Dune, a world beyond your experience, beyond your imagination.
I mean. Yeah, they do pieces.
They 100% do. Oh my gosh. So a little background here. David Lynch, right? Acclaimed art house director. I think he had just come off directing. He directed Eraserhead. He directed The Elephant Man, which won an Academy Award. And then George Lucas himself approaches David Lynch and says, "Hey, I can't do a George Lucas impression." Because hey, flies his ass out to Skywalker Ranch and says, "Hey, man, I want you to direct The Empire Strikes Back." And David Lynch goes, "Fuck no."
Really?
Absolutely not. You should look up this conversation. David Lynch has talked about this a number of times. It's hilarious to hear him tell it. He tells George Lucas absolutely not. He wants to do his own thing and have his own vision, and so he's like, "Nope, absolutely not. I'm not going to do this." But David Lynch kind of gets pushed into doing Dune by Dino De Laurentiis. Said
Interesting.
now, essentially, he's like, "Listen, it's going to be like your chance to make Star Wars your way," because Lynch didn't want to make Star Wars George Lucas's way. He's like, "I want to do this how I want it. I want to do something how I want to do it." So they said, "Fuck it, we have the rights to Frank Herbert's novel. You do Dune and do it the way you want." And it didn't work out. So
But I will say, Chloe Wan saying that she, wishes they would have grossified 21 Baron more. I don't agree. I think it was a proper amount for the story. I think for the new story. I think if they grossified him more, it would have been a little bit out of place.
I have a lot to say about this. I really, really do. And I understand that point.
Mhm.
I think the Baron in the 21 version, played by Stellan Skarsgård, is fucking great. It's really creepy.
Very
It gives off those like Apocalypse Now Brando vibes, you know? Absolutely. And I think it works for that. This movie, if you're familiar with Lynch's stuff, especially beforehand, but specifically Eraserhead, this movie is gross. This movie is disgusting. But it's very specifically Lynch. And so my first impression of this thing is that I don't like it. I like things about this movie a lot. I really do. But overall, it's poorly paced. It's terribly confusing, and it's shot like a soap opera. So
Yeah, fair point. And Colby, and I get that. I just think with the way that the 21 movie was filmed and like the tone of it, I think it would have been a little too much if he had been any grosser, because he was gross. He just didn't have like the boils and stuff. So
yeah, and for once in my entire life, I agree with Dave on this one.
hey, I'll take it.
It's weird. It's a new feeling for me, but I do agree with. I think this is a very specific vision. But like, what was your first impression of this?
Of the 84, it was like I said, I was like, oh, I did like 21. It was immediately, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it some leeway because it's 1984.
Mhm.
And I'm already seeing some of the parallels. I see some of the nods that 21 did. Thanks,
Got it.
Chloe. We were never gonna do that on our own. So so yeah, I saw some of the nods, obviously having seen them back to back, but it's a bad B movie. It's one where you like have to watch it with friends, not have to, but you should watch it with friends because it's like holy shit, and you can like laugh along with your friends together to watch this movie. And
Yeah.
I mean, I liked it for that reason, but
Yeah.
it's like, oh, did you like it as a movie to like actually enjoy? Absolutely not.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. And I pretty much I like some weird shit. You know I do. And
Yeah.
David Lynch is one of my favorite directors and artists of all time. I do
Mhm.
not like this movie. I don't. But as is tradition, and for us, we're talking about we got through our first impressions. I want to hear your likes about this, Dave. I have a number of them, but I want to hear yours first.
I liked how goofy it was. I liked I liked how goofy everything was. I think that's mainly because of how just campy the fucking villains were.
Yeah.
Like just like we're evil, you get it? It's like
Totally.
okay, we get it. Calm the fuck down.
It feels like a children's storybook, and they're like, like
Definitely mustache twirly.
yeah,
Absolutely.
shit.
When the fucking blocky like shield thing came on, where you basically can't even see the characters anymore. Where it's like they're like, okay, we're gonna put you in cardboard boxes, but a little translucent. That came on. I was like, fucking whoa, nah, that's like I audibly was like, okay.
No, I agree with that. Like, and for me too, like I think the set design was really cool. I think it was very elaborate for like a lot of these like big like epic looking like sets and scenes and stuff. There's lots of detail in a lot of these sets, which I think is cool. I think where it falls short is how it was shot. Because beforehand, and like Lynch did this in Eraserhead and in The Elephant Man, it's shot like a 50s movie, you know, where it's just like static camera just sitting here in the corner. It's like we're just gonna like watch some stuff.
Right.
Just like let everybody talk for like 10-ish minutes and talk about this and just tell me the story. We don't need to see it, we just want to hear it. And but you get to dive into the detail of all the little bits of set design and stuff. But I also like the makeup effects in this movie.
Makeup effects were good. I will like that's something I genuinely was like, okay, all right, well, because they had to, but also
So gross.
I will say, I have never seen an exposition dump quite like the one where it's a woman's face on the screen looking directly into camera, telling us what's happening to start the movie.
Okay, so if you want to talk Star Wars parallels here, the opening of this movie is just Virginia Madsen as a floating head, fading in and out, giving exposition. It's like the Star Wars scroll, but like weirder and even more boring.
Yeah.
It's which actually weird and boring kind of sums up this movie. You well.
I was entertained just because I was like, this is fucking goofy as shit.
I mean, I've seen it twice now. The first time I saw it, I was like, this felt like a 3.5 hour movie.
Yeah, it did feel. I'm not gonna lie to you. I had to finish it today after work.
I don't blame you. We're gonna get to bad stuff soon, but what I also liked, Space Pug. I don't know if you noticed this.
What on earth?
Space Pug.
Was the pug in any other scene?
Yes, it was in a number of scenes.
Was it?
Space. It's in like 4 or 5 scenes, but it's just a dog. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just a space pug, and it's cute, and it lives in space.
Listen,
I love it.
I literally I only remember seeing it in the one scene where it's like running like somebody's dog on set got loose, and they were like,
Fuck
"Did you
it.
guys see that?" Yeah, I'm not hitting that out. Just fucking.
David Lynch was like, I don't give a shit anymore. This is bad.
Just leave it in. People will think it's a pet. Sure, they have pets here. They have normal looking everyday pets here. They didn't even put anything on the dog.
It's just a pug that lives in space, man. Don't ask too many questions about it.
I
love that.
mean, I know pugs are goofy looking to begin with, but like, Jesus.
They belong in space. Everybody needs a companion. Listen, I like Space Bug, but I also think there's a lot of really great actors. I think the actors in this movie are wonderful. We have Brad Dourif, who's in a bunch of stuff. Who was just in a movie we covered, a couple movies we covered, but he's the voice of Chucky. If you didn't know that, he's a great voice actor, but he's in this. Virginia Madsen's in this. Sting is in this, which we've talked about. I know I am hitting Dave. Listen,
Because that's my line. That's the
line.
Yeah.
Listen, so Dean Stockwell's in this. Patrick Stewart, Max von Sydow, Sean Young is in this a couple years after Blade Runner. Plus some Twin Peaks actors. We have Kyle MacLachlan. I think this is his film debut as Paul Atreides, Jack Nance, and Everett McGill, who's also in Twin Peaks.
Kobe one, it's only a shot when I say it. Blake
you can take shots if I'm talking about it.
It's technicality. Technicality.
It is a technicality.
I don't know if I've said it a lot today.
I don't know if you have. I think I've taken the torch from you in that respect.
I just got really self-conscious about it, so I stopped trying. I consciously was like, stop saying it.
Welcome to my life, Dave.
But you know what? Speaking of Patrick Stewart,
Yeah.
I really love how they showed the passage of time by growing out his hair, his string of hair. It's fucking bald, but like the ring of hair is like it's down to here, and it's all gone on top.
I love it, dude. I fucking love it.
Oh my god! I'm gonna like listen. I need to find Patrick Stewart in Dune.
It's great. It's great, man. It's really good.
I gotta find the long hair is so fucking funny to me. It's so fucking I can't.
The chat is on to us, dude.
What
Now I'm gonna say listen and like not consciously realize that I'm saying it until everybody just points it out.
Okay. Jordan, I'm gonna email this to you. Put it up.
I agree. Spaceballs and Galaxy Quest are wonderful, wonderful films. I'm not gonna lie. I think I like Galaxy Quest more.
What? But that's the thing. They're both comedies.
No, yeah, it would be out of email because Dave doesn't have an iPhone.
Yeah, I like good products. So
Oh,
yeah, I like
yes,
products that
Galaxy
aren't
Quest
like
is
3 to 5 years behind the curve.
Shut up, Dave. Hop in the slow lane, dog. Yes, Galaxy Quest for the win for sure. But anyway,
Oh, you know what? You know, wait, what's happening?
Patrick Stewart looking smooth as ever.
Oh, with his long hair,
It's good shit.
hilarious.
Man, it looks great.
His sort of long hair, half his head is long hair. Discord is on you gross green text Android too. Do you know why? Quick fun fact. Do you know why Android text is green and iPhone messages are blue? Is because iPhones are using an old, outdated mode of like information passing, and they refuse to get to the new shit. So like, and I'm not making that up. I swear, it's an old, outdated like mode, and that's why Android texts are green. If iPhones updated their form of like messaging, it would all be the same color.
Well, iPhones, oh yeah, pizza. It's encrypted. It's encrypted, dog. Just saying, Android be on that SMS game, and it's fine. It's fine. iMessage is MMS. I don't fucking know protocols.
Bro,
Okay.
I'm taller than you. Anyway,
So no,
my serial killer uncle's taller than everybody. So
that's a good point, and scarier and murdery more than you guys. So there's that. Listen, I think there's a lot of good stuff to this too. I also really like the score. The score for the 84 Dune fucking rules, dude. It was scored by the band Toto. But it's very recognizable. They still use some of these music cues in modern day films.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it has a lot to say and a lot to add to the film.
Like I said, I like this movie. Not like as a serious movie, but like I like this movie as one that we'd watch on a bad movie night.
No, I agree. I absolutely agree with you. I actually had a manager at Walgreens when I worked there. Used to talk about movies all the time. And I went to an all-night David Lynch film festival. He goes, "Oh, cool. What are you watching?" And I like rattle off a bunch of movies. He goes, "But are you watching Dune?" And I was like, "What the fuck is Dune?" He's like, "I'm not gonna lie to you. I love this movie." I was like, "Isn't it like bad? Right?" Like I hadn't seen it at the time. He goes, "Yes, I mean, it's not great." He's like, "But I watch it all the time." He's like, "I love this movie. I watch it a lot, and my wife, it's the quickest way to get her out of the room." I turn on Dune and she just goes away. She disappears. She vaporizes because she hates Dune so much that she can't even stand to be around me or in the same room. So I guess if you have a wife you don't like, try Dune.
I will say I just realized something because you were at Walgreens watching like David Lynch, like you had a director that you liked.
Yeah.
Right? So already this explains why you have seen so many more movies than me, because I was so single-minded about music. Like I was obsessed with music and playing music and being a rock star or whatever bullshit dream I had.
All our dreams are bullshit, Dave. It's okay.
But lost my train of thought. Oh, so like I only saw like big movies that were coming out, like Star Wars or like Jurassic Park or like big movies that were coming out. And yes, exactly, pizza. So
Fuck you, lemons, love you.
And you were also doing music, but you were like at the same time were like loving movies enough to have like a favorite director, and I fucking wasn't. So like you spent a lot of your childhood watching movies also, and I just didn't.
Did you just say I spent a lot of my childhood not having friends? Because you're right.
You had Taylor.
I spent my childhood having one friend. You're
Having a
fucking right.
friend, yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Uh-oh. We're about to have a fucking emoji off.
Oh, don't get me fucking started because I'm here for this. Shit's about to get very real in the chat. Just saying. And
You
yes,
can't play it.
Fuck you, lemons.
No, you can't do that. You can't. I don't like this.
This is trash. This is absolute trash.
I'm not okay with
Forever. Thank you. Thank you, Chloe. Somebody has my back here. But listen, I think those are all of my likes, right? I like things about this, and I think there's things to enjoy, and this is fun to watch with the group. If
Yeah.
you're watching this movie alone in solitude, it's not fun. It's not fun.
Oh.
There's things to enjoy, but I'm like, holy shit. It is very boring.
I don't like you coming for me like that, Blake.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm glad. Listen, I'm not saying you can't enjoy this. I'm just saying it's hard for me to enjoy this alone.
Goku, what's up, buddy?
Yo, dude, what's up? And like, listen, I've also pizza discovered plenty of things late. I didn't see The Godfather until about 2 or 3 years ago, and I was shamed for that for years.
Listen, you want to feel better about that?
Yeah, sure.
Doing this for you, Blake.
Sorry, Jordan.
I'm doing this for you, Blake.
Do it for me. What's up?
I turned off The Godfather about a half an hour in.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh, no. Oh, that does make me feel better. Why?
Because it was so slow. Oh my god.
It's a commitment. I will give you that. It is a commitment.
I'm like the worst kind of Italian. I didn't like The Godfather. I don't like tomatoes. I don't like olives.
I forget. I don't know why I forget this, but I forget that you're Italian. Like I know your mom's Italian, your mom and like your family is, but I just don't think of you as Italian. You're kind of the worst Italian. I love you. I love you.
No, I get it.
Don't mince my words here, but yeah, man, The Godfather's good stuff. Godfather Part 2, even better.
I don't know. Maybe I'll finish it, but
I don't know.
It's not my favorite pizza, Chloe. Stop stirring the pot. Man, this is a Come for Dave stream.
Aren't they all?
Goku's my cousin, and he's more Italian than me. He's 100%, and like he even speaks Italian.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and he goes, Goku, do you go every other year or do you go every year? I can't remember. But he goes, and he's very, very Italian. He's also taller than me. He's a better Italian than me. It's fine.
Oh man. Oh, that's a good question, Lemons. I think I've seen it, but I'm gonna tell you what, I don't fucking remember the Planet of the Apes with James Franco? I don't remember it. I
Yeah.
definitely saw it. I don't remember it at all.
Lemons asked me this too, and I haven't seen it. Shocker. Uh, but I remember hearing mixed reviews about it, and and the Lemons really liked it. He wanted us to do it on the show, and I was like, I just don't see what it could be compared to.
I do want to see it because I love the original Planet of the Apes. I'm not gonna lie, the Charlton Heston, God damn you, it's great, right? It's fun. I saw was it Mark Wahlberg? The fucking oh my god, this is gonna kill me, Dave. Sorry, I have to look this up. I think it was a Tim Burton Planet of the Apes.
Interesting.
It's not
Freaks. Goku said Planet of the Apes versus Eight-Legged Freaks.
Yes, it was 2001. Planet of the Apes with Mark Wahlberg, directed by Tim Burton. Wendy took us to see that because she liked it. We watched the original one with her when we were kids, and we saw this one, and there was Ape Lincoln at the very end. It's very bad. It's really, really bad.
I will say that Goku's Planet of the Apes versus Eight-Legged Freaks comment triggered the fuck out of my memory.
Yeah.
The movie Arachnophobia.
Oh yeah. I used to see that on TV all the time, dude.
That terrified me to my very fucking core because I was already a little arachnophobic, and then like that movie, I saw that movie and I was like, I can never sleep again. I can literally never sleep again. Like the one scene where it's the old couple.
Yeah.
Goku gets it. There's a scene with the old couple, and you see them from behind, and there's the TV on. It's just staticky. I think it might have had a movie on. I can't remember, but the TV's on, and it like I don't know if it pans or cuts to the front of them, and they're both like this. And then the spider crawls out of the mouth and into the ear, and I'm like, no.
Dude, I legitimately I have a fear of snakes. I don't really mind spiders.
Hey, Lemons. He just cussed you out in Italian, bro.
Goku, translate for me. Somebody translate for me.
I can tell you.
Tell me, Dave.
I'm gonna wait for Goku to do it.
I hate this. Oh no. Actually, I'm fine with it. Whatever. I'm trash. I loved Arachnophobia as a kid. What? I loved it. Loved it. I loved that movie. It used to be on TV all the time. Loved it. And I'm not scared of spiders. Snakes? Dude, okay, Wendy can fucking attest to this. Hawk rules here. We're walking around Venice, seeing the sights. There's like snake handlers, just walking around like, hey, you want to see my snake? You want to take a picture of my snake? I'm like, no, motherfucker. I don't want to get even fucking breathing distance close to you. Get away from me. Snakes are horrifying, even when in cages. You had a snake at some point, and that shit scared the fuck out of me.
Okay, it wasn't me.
It was your girlfriend at the time, but still.
Yes.
Do we have a translation on this?
I think Goku's gonna let you fucking. So he basically said, "Fuck you, Blake. Halloween is better."
Fine. We're all entitled to our opinion.
And then he said, "Michael Myers forever," pretty much.
I mean, whatever. Michael Myers is fine. I have no problem with Michael Myers as a character in the original Halloween. And Halloween 2, right? Fine. But fucking Rob Zombie's Halloween, get out of here. You're trash. It's trash. It's garbage. I love you, but it's garbage. And you should just shit my mouth.
Listen, this is the last thing I'll say on it. If you pit anybody who puts the Ghostface costume on versus Michael Myers, they're dead.
What?
They're dead.
I disagree. Well,
anybody.
I guess I agree because they are human people, and Michael, whatever. We're gonna get into this.
Shit,
I don't want to get into this.
Fuck you, pizzas.
Dabs, I'm telling you right now, I'm making Dave go see Halloween Ends because I hate myself and I want Dave to fucking suffer too. We're gonna see this shit and we're gonna talk about it on stream as soon as humanly possible.
Oh boy.
So if we're moving on here, we have some dislikes to get to about Dune 1984. We've
Yeah.
already talked about the exposition, the opening scene with fucking Virginia Madsen's floating head that fades in and out. It's terrible. It's
Mhm.
terrible. What other dislikes do you have, Dave?
The fucking shield animation, dude. Like,
It's
holy
not
shit.
good. The VFX are bad, even for the time. But I have to give a little bit of a pass because this is 1984.
Yes. Yeah, well, yes and no. Firstly, Clubby One, I meant anybody in the Scream universe, and Freddy Krueger is not. So you can't like just substitute another fucking scary like horror movie character in. Anybody who's in the Screamiverse.
But
Putting
listen, but to Clubby One's point here, Wes Craven directed the Scream
No,
film,
you're not doing that.
and Freddy Krueger
Nope.
in the
Nope.
film.
Nope.
Wes Craven's New Nightmare. Freddy comes into the
Nope.
real world
Mm-mm.
in outside of the films, which would make him real. Which
No,
means
that's the
that he
Freddy
didn't go
Krueger
on
verse.
to No,
That's
no,
the
no,
Freddy
no, no.
Krueger verse.
Comes out of the
No,
Freddy
that's the
Krueger
Freddy
verse into
Krueger
the
verse.
real world, into
Nope.
modern day Hollywood,
Nope.
and put on the
Freddy
Scream
Krueger
mask.
verse.
I'm just saying.
Freddy Krueger verse. You can't. You're just trying to get by on technicalities. I will not be gaslit. So the
Technicalities are technical for a fucking reason. I'm just saying he could come out and put on the Scream. I'm just saying. It's a thing.
No, he couldn't. So the effects for the for the shielding, okay?
Yes.
It literally looked like they're like, ha.
It does, dude. It does. They're just... it's so fucking funny.
It literally looked like they were just going bing, 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 bing.
Like somebody just off screen had an Atari joystick controller. Yes. I fucking love that shit though. That was hilarious.
Fuck, dude.
I enjoyed it a lot. I
I
really
mean, it like, yeah, I laughed at it because it was so bad, and like I was like, Jesus, that's horrible. Like you couldn't like just like color them differently. What do you do?
It's true. It's a visual mess. It's a fucking nightmare. It's like, oh, stop it. It's true. Listen, Dave laughs so fucking hard it just cancels out all other audio. If the stream goes silent, it's because Dave is like laughing until his lungs explode. That's how we work here. But listen, oh, did I say listen? God damn it!
One of us did, and I'm not gonna do. I almost said it just now.
I think I did. It was me. I'm sure that was me.
Not gonna do this with you pizzas.
No, I understand. I understand the point of that. I thought it was fun. For me, my dislikes for this movie aren't the technical, because it's technically a fucking nightmare, right? But there's way too much story for one movie. They tried to jam an entire book's worth of narrative into this thing, and it just kind of jumps around to whatever it's going on. I don't think it works at all. I think it's very confusing.
No, and you're right, it is. But I will give it this. It's not. I guess it's not even giving it this, but I will say this. I'm not giving it. I thought I was gonna be giving credit to 84 Dune, but I'm fucking not. As I'm watching, I'm like, I can see this the 23 Dune part 2. I
Yeah.
can see exactly what they're gonna do with it. I'm like, it's gonna be fucking dope. It's gonna be so good. I can't wait. They definitely should not have done what they did with this movie and trying to shove it all into two. But again, all right, you said David Lynch was kind of pressured into this, and I think it shows.
Yeah. Well, listen, in his autobiography, which is written interestingly because it's written with a co-writer, and the co-writer would like write the factual information that like could be sussed out from like documents and like all this stuff. And then David Lynch himself wrote his own version of how he perceived everything.
Wow.
So there's a chapter for like each of his films, and it does Eraserhead, it does Elephant Man. And then when it comes to Dune, David Lynch writes like a paragraph and a half. He's like, this happened, and then I did this, and I don't want to fucking talk about this. Because he refuses to talk about it to this day.
No
He's
shit.
so disappointed by it. And then you get all the information from his co-writer who actually interviews people and stuff. It's really interesting. He hates this movie too. But yeah, it's not I understand. I would be embarrassed of this too. It's not something he believed in. For me, also with dislikes, and this is a comparison thing too. All the characters in Dune 1984 blend together for me. Completely.
Yes, I agree with that.
Like with Denis Villeneuve's Dune, like everyone has a distinct look and acting style, and like it makes them memorable. It sticks in your brain a little more, not bored. I'm bored by this movie. But listen, in 1984, I said it again. God damn it, I caught myself. Drink. So everybody in 84 Dune is mostly like older white dudes with the same hairstyle and costumes.
Yes.
So I could not tell the difference between everybody. I couldn't remember who was who. And I just seen, because I watched Dune 2021, and the next night after I saw it in the theaters, it was already on HBO Max. And so I watched it again, and I was like, wait. And I found myself rewinding a bunch because, like, wait, who is who and who's what? I don't remember. I don't remember any of this.
Speaking of,
Doug, are you in here?
Hey, warning.
Oh.
So, I will say, in a similar vein, why is it that everybody in the 80s looked about 15 years older than they are?
Straight up. Harder life back then, Dave.
I mean, but that's like, it's like that meme where it's like, you think kids look older than they are now. Let's talk about Greece. How we really thought these people were teenagers. Do like a giant 5 o'clock shadow. Like
everyone's 40.
The guy who plays Paul, what's his name?
Kyle MacLachlan.
Yeah, he does not look appropriately aged.
He looks like an early 20s person.
Yes.
I don't recall from the book how old Paul Atreides was supposed to be at the beginning of this. But yeah, exactly, Max. No GMOs in the food.
No preservatives in the food yet.
But yeah, I agree with you. Everybody just, I don't know. Everything's so weird. It's so, everybody just looks the same and feels the same. They all kind of act the same way. It's really, I feel like I had to take fucking notes, to be honest with you, with
So,
84's Dune.
Chloe wants this 16. Is that
Okay.
right? I don't know.
I believe it. I would believe. I think he's supposed to be a young man coming into his own. So I would say like 16 to like 20-ish range. I don't remember if it's ever laid out, but Kyle MacLachlan I think fits that range. I personally do. I don't know how old he was actually, but this was his first big film role ever.
I believe that for sure.
Yeah, he's a little shaky, but like he comes into his own 6 years later when he's Agent Dale Cooper in Twin Peaks. He was in other stuff. Oh, he was in fucking Blue Velvet. I could not come up with that name. Blue Velvet. You should watch that. Kyle MacLachlan, Laura Dern, one of my favorite Lynch movies. It's great. Dave, I'm gonna make you watch it.
Yeah, you're gonna make me watch a lot of shit. How's that list?
Now that you're coming in town on Sunday, I'm gonna essentially take you hostage. I'm not trying to like, bury the lead here, but I'm gonna tie you up probably in my apartment and make you watch all the Indiana Jones movies, all my favorite David Lynch movies. It's gonna be great for me.
Cool. Oh, Goku, did I not tell you? I'm gonna be in LA for a week Sunday.
Yeah, where the fuck you at, dog?
Mobby
at the studio again.
Oh, Wendy, nope.
Wait, was Kyle MacLachlan in Desperate Housewives?
I thought she was suggesting Desperate Housewives. I'm like, no.
Oh, no shit. Okay, dude, right on. Yeah, Kyle MacLachlan's a great actor.
I'm down with Sugarfish. Let's have this conversation off the stream. But Goku, if you're down with, we'll all go like hang out and stuff.
Why don't we want to make dinner plans on stream, Dave? It sounds great.
Because it's rude to all the people who can't join us for the best sushi ever.
All right, just get some flights, people. Everybody in the chat, get some flights. We're meeting in LA at my studio apartment. It's gonna be cramped and sticky.
Yeah, Goku, just text me when what days are good for you next week, and we'll make it work.
beautiful. Listen, for me, Dune 1984. It is as much shit as I've been talking about this movie. I do recommend it, but only if you enjoy the story of Dune and honestly want a really weird take on this movie. It's not a good movie, but don't ask about the stickiness pizzas. Uh it's it's such a weird movie. So if you like Dune, if you're on board with this kind of story, watch it. It's weird. It's really weird.
Yeah, it's weird. It's definitely you'll enjoy it best if you watch it with a group of friends. I will say that. I'm not sure what the sticky is happening here. I don't know what's he asking about.
Well, I said everybody can show up in my apartment and be sticky. It's sticky because it's hot here. That's what I was getting at.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Mom just left, so I don't want to know.
Boom. Obi-Wan checked. She said that Paul's supposed to be 15, so no.
So yeah,
McLaughlin does not.
does not sell as 15. Kyle MacLachlan does definitely not sell as 15. But again, it was the 80s, man. Harder times, harder lives.
Was it though?
I think everybody's working in factories at 9. I'm pretty sure the labor rules hadn't kicked in, right? I don't know. What year is it?
Yeah, but I think that you'll have a better time watching it with a group of friends than you will by yourself. But you could still, if you really wanted to.
I watched it by myself both times. I did like it better the second time. The first time I was just really fucking confused. I was like, and I was just trying to keep up. I felt like I had to take notes and stuff. But if you know the Dune lore and you're here for a casual viewing experience, get some friends together, have some drinks, and yeah, listen. Everybody's working as long as Dave works in the 80s. It just wears you out, man.
Worked. Now that I've been promoted.
Fair point.
Now that I've leveled up.
He has more.
Currently, I'm only at 8 hours a day.
It's true. Dave has more time for weird David Lynch movies now, and Indiana Jones movies.
But also, I'm currently driving 45 minutes one way to get to work. So
all I hear is excuses. So anyway, Dave's never gonna watch any movie you guys want to watch. I probably will because I don't have any fucking life. And
listen, if you want me to watch all of these endless amount of movies you guys are listing, tell all of your friends to check us out on all of our stuff, listen to our stuff, get us going.
Yes.
Okay. So that we can do this stuff. Shut up, pizzas.
You say listening
for real. And
shit.
And I will have more time if you guys help us out. And Clubby One, no, I will have time for Rick and Morty, and that is it. I will not have time for the boys.
Yes, let us know. We're gonna watch Barbarian. We're gonna watch that and probably something else. We're gonna talk about that next week. We decided that earlier. I'm gonna take Dave hostage as soon as he lands. Hey, Silver Thunder, what's up, buddy?
Oh, good, my friend.
Oh, dude, enjoy Bristol. It's gonna be fucking tight.
Yes, sir. Icky, I've watched the first one. I'm watching the second one after stream of Rick and Morty. Sorry.
Yeah, and Silver Thunder, glad you just showed up. We're getting to the part where I'm talking about tying Dave up. It's gonna be a fucking good time next week on the stream. We're both gonna be here. I don't know how the logistics of that is gonna work out. We're gonna figure it out. It's gonna be fun. Don't forget your mic, Dave. But
oh yeah,
yeah, whatever. Give us a follow. Give us a sub if you really love us. We have new episodes of the podcast coming out on Monday. Season 2 starts Monday, Dave.
Yes, it fucking does. And we have such a good slate of movies for season 2. I really am so excited to have you guys hear them and talk more shit. But
so much shit. We have we suck.
Also, we are again, we plugging our social medias. You guys know we're on there. And if you haven't yet, please consider subscribing on here. And if not, then just follow us and hit the notification bell and hang out with us every week. And again, the more people that you tell about us who you force in your basement tied up to listen to our podcast until they like it, the quicker that I can watch all these fucking movies that you guys want me to watch. And
oh yeah,
thanks. Yeah, we can neither confirm nor deny.
Yes. No comment, but yes. So pay attention. We have a whole slate of October movies. We have 5 Mondays of October movies, which
Mhm.
means we're talking about horror subgenres for the entire month of October, dude. But what are we talking about on Monday? What is season 2, episode 1? What are we covering, Dave?
Probably one of my favorite episodes for season 2. We are covering Post-Apocalypse again.
Again, redo.
Second season in a row. Not a redo, just a
Redo.
continuation of.
Continuation.
We
Listen.
we are talking about. I won't do it. Knowingly. We're talking about how it ends from 2018, I think.
Yes.
Versus, Netflix movie versus Escape from New York, baby.
The OG, man, the OG. This is no Escape from LA bullshit here. We're going with the original Carpenter vision. We're talking about Escape from New York. It's a good time, dude. It's a good time. I had a good time. I hope you had a good time.
You're lying right now because you wanted me to die the entire episode.
Okay.
So
I plotted Dave's murder just a little bit, not that much, but kind of thought about ways to have him killed. I contacted his uncle, but unfortunately his uncle was dead by the time that that's so fucked up. I'm not saying he's a serial killer for sure, but like he probably was.
fucking wow.
Garbage human. I am.
Nope. Love it. So Max, it basically is at this point.
I know. We cover a couple Kurt Russell movies this season. You're welcome. To everybody. Dude, Big Trouble in Little China is so freaking good. I agree with you, Icky. It's so wonderful. It's so weird. If we're talking about weird movies, that's a weird movie, and you should all watch it. But yeah, lots of good stuff coming this season, dude.
It's gonna be so fucking awesome. We right now we're trying out the whole movie trivia on Sundays. We like doing it. It's fun. I don't know how long it's gonna last because the trivia that we are using seems to be recycling itself.
I know, but we're gonna be doing some watch parties here soon. We have plenty of public domain movies to watch with you guys. So if you like a bunch of crap, but also maybe not some crap, like we can talk about Night of the Living Dead. We're gonna get into that, especially in October. I think we're gonna do that for one of our movie nights here in October. It's gonna be great.
Absolutely.
Hey, hold on. Sorry, hold on. This just in. Kurt Russell was on Gilligan's Island. Are you kidding me?
Wendy dropping some truth bombs. Holy shit.
Wow. I love about Kurt Russell.
I have an idea. I have a proposition.
Give me your proposition.
You and all of our friends hanging out with us right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Since we are going to be in the same room streaming Sunday and Wednesday. Now, Wednesday, we already have the stuff we're talking about. So that's another question. Right. Sunday, should we... Sunday! Should we do a movie watch stream Sunday?
Ooh, that's a good question. I didn't think about this. That's my insulin pen. I don't know. I'm waving this around.
You'll kill me, I think.
There's no needle on it. That's a great question. I would put myself through that with you.
Would you guys watch? Because I know Sundays are weird for some people, but would you guys be down to watch that with us? Because
we can do it later as opposed to like, well, we're doing the last couple ones at 4 p.m. my time, which is only 7 p.m. East Coast. I think we would do it a little later. Maybe 6 p.m. West Coast, which is 9. It's a good time to start a movie, right? 9 p.m. East Coast.
Sure.
I don't know.
Also, if you guys are down for this, would you also be down for some potential special guests who happen to be in our group right now?
Breaking. It could be you. Yeah, get some well, fuck it. Why not, dude? Get some homies on the stream. Bring them in for parts of the movie. I'm down for that. That sounds like fun, dude.
That could be fun. Enter the sweepstakes now. It only costs $5 per entry.
It's free because we love you, but
Yeah, I guess.
Dave will still steal your money. He's a scammer. Anyway, we're gonna do a shirtless Clem stream on Sunday.
No,
Give the
because
people what they want.
absolutely not. I'm not going to try and explain to my dad how to fucking get on a fucking stream from across the country. Absolutely not. No, no way is that happening. You guys can fucking deal with it.
Dude, I cannot believe that is Kurt Russell. I do know that he was like a Disney star before he
Wow.
became.
It's not Kurt
Our
Russell.
Kurt
I just
Russell?
found a random child on the internet.
Oh,
Well, I would have believed it
I'm
because
kidding,
I'm
it's Kurt
stupid.
Russell. I googled it.
Okay, see, I don't know. I don't
I
know.
don't know what to think.
Yeah, whatever. Listen, things are fine. Things are going to be fine. We should, if you guys want, we'll do our first movie night here on Sunday. It's the night before our podcast drops for season 2. Could be fun. Come hang out with us. Come watch some really weird public domain shit with us. It's going to be fun. I'm down, Dave. If you're down, if the chat is down, we'll be there.
Let's fucking make it happen, man. I mean, we're going to be there anyway, so please join
Yeah.
us.
What else are we going to do? You look at us like we have hobbies or things.
This is it. This is all we got.
We're
So
looking at it. Terrible.
yeah.
Anyway, thanks, guys. Next time we see you, we'll be together, Dave.
Yeah.
Reunited, and it feels so bad. So come hang Sunday, but if not, we'll see you next Wednesday. We're gonna be talking about a new movie, at least one, maybe two. Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
It's gonna be chaos.
Chaos
So
down here, Tom.
for real, thank you all for tuning in this week. We love you guys.
Thank you so much.
And,
We love you.
We have a blast every week doing this. So
Mm.
tell your friends. If not, I'll see you Sunday. We're gonna watch some garbage.
Yeah.